Beastars is about a gray wolf named Legoshi who is trying to figure out his feelings towards a rabbit. This part has way too much high school drama, but at least it gets better. Everyone is talking about how great the play was the previous night, so Legoshi is hiding in a pool and Jack starts joking around about it. It cuts back to the night before and Louie is yelling at Bill and Legoshi for what they did. And some student reporters randomly show up, so they make up some story about how this whole thing was planned. Back at the pool, Legoshi starts talking about trying to hide some secret and trying to deal with his depression all by himself. Then he says freaking out on Bill actually kind of felt good. He's gonna turn to a psycho, isn't he? Anyway, they're walking back to class and Jack is trying to figure out why Legoshi has been acting so weird, so he guesses that Legoshi is in love and gets way too excited about it. This character is awesome. Well, it turns out Louie and Haru are dating or something. It's high school drama crap, I don't care. There's some meteor festival thing that the drama club is gonna make a sculpture for. So this is right after the play, right?
It's been a month since that incident.
Holy crap, it's been a month? This show just skips time ahead without really saying it. I think this is the first time they've actually mentioned any kind of time skip. Well, Haru's carrying a plant, so guess who's gonna show up? The three bullies that this school apparently does nothing about. So she starts telling them off and basically saying that she hopes they die, and Legoshi walks up behind her, so they run off. So as thanks, Haru invites him to go eat with her. So while they're eating, he starts having a panic attack and thinking about how much he sucks at talking to people, and Haru is thinking about how she internally wants to run but is acting calm. I really like the animation of this scene. Later on, there's a news story about how a group of canines ate a gazelle. So because of this, these two are being dicks to this girl. So Legoshi steps in the most awkward way possible.
Let's see it!
Excuse me? I'm her older brother. Is there a problem here?
I can't believe this actually worked. This introduces Juno, who is also part of the drama club, and that's really the only reason for this scene. Later at the club, Sanyu says that only a small group is allowed to go to the cities because of the recent news.
Do not even think about going to the black market.
I wonder what that is, and I'm sure they're gonna listen to that. These four go to the city hall to get details about the Meteor Festival, and Legoshi notices that it seems like everyone is getting along, so he starts to think that maybe life will get easier when he gets out of school and into the real world, because that's how that works. Well, they get lost on their way back, so Legoshi tries to ask this old goat for directions, and what the hell? Welp, they ran into the black market. He starts talking about the prices for Legoshi to eat one of his fingers, so Legoshi is freaking out, and Bill just shoves him out of the way. At first I thought Bill was being a good friend and trying to stop Legoshi, but nope.
It's 70,000 for that finger, right? If I pay for it, that means it's mine to eat?
Because I almost forgot that Bill's a crazy person. They get into an argument about whether or not to do it, and everyone is taking Bill's side, so Legoshi starts thinking about why everyone was getting along in the city, gets upset, and runs off. So he goes into a massive panic attack, passes out in the alley, and this guy finds him. So he wakes up chained to a pole in a basement.
Am I gonna die here?
Yeah. This panda takes off the muzzle, and Legoshi immediately starts yelling, and that seemed a little harsh. He then starts asking questions about who Legoshi ate and what happened, and Legoshi tells him he hasn't eaten anyone and explains what's been going on between him and Haru. He then starts showing a bunch of pictures of carnivores who ate other animals and got addicted to meat. Yep, meat is like a drug in this world. They then go to a nicer area of the hospital, and Going, by the way his name is Going, explains that he's a therapist for meat addicts. Legoshi starts insisting that he's not a patient, and they argue about whether he's truly in love with Haru or if he secretly just wants to eat her. And as Legoshi is leaving, he gives him a bunny porn magazine. Apparently it's to help figure out if he's really just hunting her or something, I don't even know. He then goes back to the train station and Abba is waiting for him. Turns out he couldn't eat the goat's finger either because he realized that Legoshi was kind of right. Well, at least one person's a good friend. The other two are dicks. It then goes over how Haru and Louie met. A couple years before, he was at the gardening club and his antlers fell out, so Haru hid him in a shed until he was able to get a pair of fake ones made, because I guess that's a big deal to him. And apparently he's arranged to be married, so he's just stringing Haru along so he can't even be nice to her or his fiancée. What an asshole. He's about to leave, and then Legoshi just randomly shows up, so there's this scene of them trying to figure out why each other is there. And then they leave together. While they're walking, they talk about why each other was there, but never actually tell each other. Then Louie tells Legoshi to stay within his own species because it's been a while since he's acted like a racist asshole. We're almost done with this high school drama crap, I promise. Then there's a scene of Legoshi and Juno practicing dance choreography, and Juno is trying to get Legoshi to like her, but he just starts talking about stuff he learned in class. Meanwhile, Jack's in the dorm room and acting all worried about Legoshi, and Legoshi walks in, so Jack turns around real quick, acts all nervous, and starts thinking about him going down a dark path. All because he found the rabbit magazine that Going gave him. Legoshi is sitting in his bed, and Jack starts nervously telling him that they are friends and that he will accept anything he likes.
I promise I'll never be suspicious or be disgusted by anything you do. You like what you like. It doesn't matter. Insects, rabbits.
And Legoshi just freaks out and tackles him. He then confesses everything that he's been going through to Jack. This is honestly one of the funniest scenes in this show. The next day, or maybe later, this show in time, I don't know. Legoshi is helping with the statue at the festival and runs into Haru, but he just kind of blows her off. He then sees Louie talking with Haru and realizes that he really is in love with her. So in response, he breaks several tubes of paint and smears it all over his face, because that doesn't make him look crazy at all. So now he's all depressed again. Then the mayor shows up, yeah, this is a great baseline for what a lion looks like, and tells Haru to go back to school before it gets dark out. And Legoshi offers to go back with her.
Because it's extremely dangerous out there, you know?
Yeah, that's not creepy at all. Well, they missed the train, so now they're gonna sit and talk about what happened the first day they met. And Haru gets upset about Legoshi not being able to understand how she feels about life or something and tries to leave. But Legoshi grabs her arm and all these people show up, seriously, where did these people come from, and start freaking out. So Haru grabs him and they run away, because I guess carnivores can be arrested just for arguing with a herbivore, because that's not a bullshit law at all. They hide in the bathroom, and after the guard leaves, Legoshi asks the worst question he possibly can.
Haru, even at this moment, do you feel like you're close to dying?
What the hell, dude? Later, Haru tells him that she was almost eaten once, but didn't see who it was.
I said I didn't remember how it happened, but that was a lie.
See, I told you. And Legoshi thinks about confessing that it was him, but decides now is not the time.
Smile. Come on.
No.
What was up with this guy falling? It's just such a random thing to put in there. Anyway, then Bill accidentally scratches Louie with these weird images. He probably deserved it.
I heard Bill got you. I hope it doesn't leave a scar.
What was that? Whatever, Louie's yelling at everyone again, and then Juno comes in and motivates everyone in a positive way, and Louie gets all mad about it. At this point, you know why. After the club meeting, Louie and Juno are practicing some more, and during this, Juno tackles him and calls him out for being a racist piece of crap, and that she wants to be the next Beastar instead of him. I'm really impressed with the detail they put in the mirror animation here. But Louie tells her he can easily prevent that and leaves. Wasn't there a dead alpaca or something? Anyway, at the festival, Juno is trying to get Legoshi to like her again, but he just doesn't really notice. As everyone is leaving, all the lights go out. So they form a protective circle around the herbivores, and Legoshi remembers that Haru is there, so he goes off to find her. And once he finds her...
Louie! You came for me.
Really? The lights come on and Haru realizes how dumb of a thought that was, and Juno finds out what Louie meant about Legoshi. The middle of the season is pretty slow, with all the exposition and high school drama. I'm not saying that's a bad thing because it's needed to make future events important. I do think the 6th episode is the best, because it shows the outside world for the first time and what kind of problems exist there. The voice acting remains solid, even the new characters and ones that have a bigger role. Lauren Londa does a good job as Juno. She has this sweet sounding voice that's kind of annoying at first, but I got used to it. She uses it to get people to like her and at times feel sorry for her, but yet she can have that voice and add a sense of malice when confronting Louie about how he treats carnivores. I like the way Ben Diskin voices Jack. He sounds so innocent, the way a Labrador probably would sound if it could talk. He has this naive excitement to his voice even when talking about a serious topic or when he's concerned about something. Keith Silverstein is great as Going. He has kind of a rough voice with a sense of caring, but yet he can make it fully aggressive when angry or trying to prove a point. The animation style changes at certain points, and I think it works for the most part and looks really cool. Like when it switches to a very cartoony style when Legoshi is eating with Haru and thinking about how he hasn't made any progress with her, and then it switches to a void with Haru and her instincts telling her to run. And how it completely changes when the old goat is offering Legoshi his fingers, which almost gives a horror vibe. It does create a nice break from all the high school drama too. Don't forget to do the YouTube stuff, and thanks for watching.